What's the crack, lads? Welcome back to the channel. We are checking out Monday's pack. Apologies about my voice as well, but we're going to go straight into it with this Italian pack. We've got a brand new Gattuso, we've got Totti, phenomenal pass, and of course we're going to start with Andrea Pirlo. So Pirlo's down as an orchestrator. He's an absolute beast. I hope these levels of level 36 are 100% accurate, because we are doing the video now, and I will explain next week why. We've got a lot of stuff planned, lads, a lot of big news coming personally for the channel and for myself. So yeah, it's going to be exciting, but this is the build. Now, obviously, it might be up or down depending on what actual booster you give him. But, I mean, he has no weakness. These cards that they're bringing out now, they genuinely have no weaknesses in them. Like, if you look at Pirlo there and you're talking about having all defense stats, all tight possession, low pass, and lofted into the 90 zone, but you're still having 85 plus speed, acceleration, and balance, it's just insane. And, of course, with his skills, he doesn't have a Showtime skill. That's probably the only thing that kind of holds him back from being the best ever version of Pirlo. But I genuinely think that Pirlo is a phenomenal player, really, really good. Is he in top 10 players in the game? I would probably say so, yeah. That's the build, as you see there, with the manager, right card, 3, 3, 9, 11, 4, and 12. And that is the rest of the card that you're going to see there. Now, obviously, we have Pirlo. We've played at him quite a bit. This card is similar to it. It's still an orchestrator, so I don't know if it's worth it to spin. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, this Pirlo versus the other one that we already have. Next up, we have Gattuso, the crazy man himself, and hopefully this is kind of a sign that, you know, we might get a couple of more midfielders and a couple of more destroyers or box-to-box players, or even anchorman Roy Keane. That's who I would ultimately like. His booster is down here as shutdown +2. We've also given him a shutdown +1 here for a combined total of shutdown +3 on those stats. 35 levels. We'll show you his build in a second. We'll show you his skills. But I do think with this card, it's going to be all about getting his defense up, his speed up, his acceleration. Again, it's a ridiculous, ridiculous card. No real weakness. I mean, if you're talking about a player that has got 80 dribbling, 81 ball control, 85 tight possession, 80 low pass, 80 balance, 100 tackling, 99 aggression, but also having 90 speed and acceleration, it's crazy. Throw in physical contact at 90, throw in, you know, stamina at 94. It really is a ridiculous card. And I will do a video, lads, because I think the cards are getting out of hand. You know, there's no weakness in these cards anymore. You're basically just paying for skins on very similar players, right? And we'll get into that again. But 6, 7, 8, 8, 6, 10 is the build for Gattuso. It's a solid card. If you don't have Makelele or Davids, he can be an absolute beast, especially the fact that he has Fortress and Blocker. So I think that kind of is the build that we would go with. One weakness in him is his medium weak foot, actually. But to be honest with you, you shouldn't be passing or dribbling or doing anything really with this card. You should just be literally disrupting play. So basically, we also have Totti. Totti is going to come here as a deep line forward. 34 levels. Sorry, as my throat is a little bit sore. So apologies. But we do have Totti here. This is the build that I would go for. Fantasista with agility +1. And then we'll get his build here. You can give him ball carrying and give him whichever one you want. Depends on what manager. We're using Deschamps here. I know a lot of people are using Gasperini for actual in-game. But Gasperini doesn't actually give the best build. So that's why you'll see a lot of different builds of this. 95 balance. You don't even need that, to be honest with you. Once you have 90 offensive awareness, you've got a huge 95 finishing. Not so much for the finishing with this build. It's for the 90 curl. So that's kind of why we would go with that. Depends on what boost you want to give him. You give him shooting +1, you're going to lose out on the speed not being at 90. You give him this one, you know, Striker's Instinct, you're going to get the acceleration up, but you're going to have the kicking power down. So it depends on what you want to do. If you do want to have 90 kicking power as well, you will probably need to take a bit off shooting. But that's the build. 10, 3, 7, 10, 9, 2. I think Totti's going to be good. He's going to be like a souped up version of the Neymar, the free Santos Neymar. And deep line forwards have been really kind of driven into the ground and nerfed into the ground in terms of their movement. But he does have phenomenal pass. He strikes me more as an SS rather than a finisher. So if you don't shoot a lot, I would reduce his shooting to 90. You don't need 95 or 90 curl if you don't shoot that much. And you could go from there. So let me know what you guys think. As I said, apologies, man. I'll explain everything next week. We'll be back. I will see you guys on Monday a little bit later for the stream. But yeah, that's it, man. We'll see you later on.